Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've posted again, and today I want to talk about something new that I've been doing lately. So, I have been living in Bhubaneswar, and I honestly don't see a lot of girls hanging out alone or going on solo dates, which has made me not want to do that because I don't feel very safe. First of all, there's no public transport. I mean, there is a lot of public transport, but like in Delhi, we used to have the metro, and it was much easier to travel like that. And I'm not sure how to say it, but it just felt a lot more accessible to me because I grew up there. And I feel like everyone shares that sort of mentality with where they grow up. It's just easier to navigate. So for me, it was very hard to navigate through Bhubaneswar, and I've lived here for the last 5 years. I've properly lived here, I mean, with a bit of ability to move around for the last 2 years, and only recently I've had the courage to go out and start exploring cafes on my own. I was constantly hoping that there would be some girl who might want to tag along. I have actively looked for people who would want to hang out with me. I have had friends who I would wait on, like, just keep waiting on, ki, oh, are you free? Do you want to come around? And over time, I relied way too much on whether or not they want to join or whether or not they want to come. So much so that I would just not be able to do the things that I wanted to. So lately, I started going out alone after I started reading this book called Arting My Way. No, that's the name of my Instagram account. There is this book called The Way of Art, or the way I'm just gonna add it over here. So once I started reading that book, I didn't read it. It's not a book that you read, it's a book that you do. And once I started engaging with the book, I went till part 4, and then I just gave up. I just gave up. I could not do it beyond that. But one thing in that book was that you should try and go out alone. And I had already been going out alone. I had been going on trips alone. But to me, going on trips alone versus going out in a city that you're living in, and those are two very different concepts for me. Whenever I would pick a city to travel to, I'm going to make sure that it's very, very, very safe and I can travel around alone as a woman. Like, I went to Meghalaya last time. Recently, I went to Mumbai. So, and the last time I went to Manali, and these places were just, very easy for me to walk around or travel around as a woman. But Bhubaneswar is big. Having lived in Delhi, Bhubaneswar is big, Bhubaneswar is vast, and there are all kinds of people here. There are certainly a lot of good people, but most certainly a lot of icky people, because it's not a tier 1 city, it's not a metropolitan city, and it's not the northeast. People are just not that acquainted to women just going around on their own, doing what they want. And as soon as there is the women that I know who have sort of put themselves out there, been a bit more, I'm gonna do it on my own, the consequences have been there. There have been consequences for that. So, knowing the surroundings, knowing the kind of people that I have known, it was a very hard decision for me to start going out on my own. And I have noticed that whenever I go out alone, there would probably be like a guy who's alone. But I've never seen a girl alone traveling here, sitting in a cafe, just chilling, not traveling, just sitting in a cafe. And I wanted to be a bit different. I'm sure there might be girls like me. I'm sure there are girls out there who just, going to cafes, chilling alone. I haven't witnessed it. It's just not common enough. And I want that to change. I want that to change. So the only thing I can do is to just do it myself. I was just waiting. I was constantly waiting. I was like, oh, let me find a person. Oh, I hope I find someone. Oh, I hope, I make friends naturally and who sort of just want to hang out, or I just have one person that I can hang out with all the fucking time. But there's nobody here for me. And it's not as if there are no people. It's just that I love spending time alone. I love my own company. I love how I feel when in these spaces and enjoying them myself. And there are also like very specific kind of people that I would want to accompany me. It's a very silent vibe for me. It's a very quiet vibe. And when you're going out with friends, it's going to be more, we're going to talk about a lot of things. It's going to be active, it's going to be chirpy, it's going to be, happening all the time. But when you're alone, it's just so much lovelier for me. It's so quiet, it's so peaceful, I truly sit and observe things. I observe the place. I can fully absorb the place. And the more I went out, the more beautiful places I found here. Like, genuinely, if you're a slow traveler or if you're somebody who values peace and quiet, there are just so many beautiful places here. It's not going to be the same in any metro city, because there are not many quiet places there. Every single place that you could think of, it's gonna be hyped. There are gonna be a lot of people there because there are a lot of people in general. But here, it's the cafe culture is developing, and there is so much space. There are so many trees. There are so many open spaces to create a special place for people, design something pretty, and there are just so many open spaces. Of course, most of the spaces are closed. Most of the spaces are like bars and lounges. A lot of the spaces are closed cafes. There are some rooftop ones. There are all kinds of places here. But for me, the quiet, the slow places, the intentional places, the places in which the other day I went to this cafe called the Cafe Steam Engine, and there was just a little bowl made of an earthen pot with a bunch of fishes. I think the orange ones, I don't remember what you call them. They're not koi fish as far as I know. And it just my heart just gets captured. This other place that I went to, it was lined with trees on one side, lined with plants on one side, and then on the other, like, the space is so quiet, so calming. There were two dogs there. It's called this Basil Cafe. There's this another cafe that I went to, which was, I guess, caffeine. Yeah, something like that. And it's an open space. It's like a veranda. There's also like a badminton court there, and it was very beautiful. It's just the peace that I feel in these places. I genuinely have not ever been to cafes like this that make me feel this way. And I just feel like more women should experience how I feel when I do these things. I would also love to make friends like that, because that's my vibe. That's just like, yeah, I would love that. But yeah, there's just something so magical about being in your presence, experiencing places, slowly walking through these places, slowly experiencing them, being there. just being there. Sitting under a tree and chomping on a sandwich and eating coffee, because now I'm Bengali suddenly. That's all I wanted to talk about today. And I just hope that me going out there and putting myself out there and making sure that I own the space as a woman, I hope that more women get I was gonna say expired. More women get inspired by it, and that the next time or the next few times I go out, this sort of becomes a culture, like, yeah, I'm going out there, I'm gonna sit in a cafe and enjoy. I'm seeing women with their boyfriends, I'm seeing women in groups. Like, get out alone. Come, just stop waiting for people. Stop waiting for people to come out. Stop waiting for people to take you to cafes. Just come. Just come out. I'll say hi if I see you. That's all. We are feeling very green today, clearly. Look at my pants. And look at this plant. It's also green. Like my it's a very, very peaceful day today. And well, happy Valentine's Day to me. For I did take myself out. I made sure to not go to a very famous place. Somehow I wanted to, but uh, life has a way of taking me to places where I should be rather than where I want to be. So I went to just this one very nice, very tasty cafe. The cafe in itself was tasty, right? It was very pretty. There were very pretty lights, there were very nice trees, it was a very open space, and the food was really good. I mean, it was good. I had dalgona coffee for the first time in my life, and yeah, I understand the hype that used to exist back then. And I had pizza, I with a lot of chili flakes, which I had to specifically remove. But the pizza was very tasty otherwise, and I had waffles. It tasted good with the ice cream. Without, I'm glad that they have added the ice cream, so it's a full dish. So overall, it was a very nice experience. There were a bunch of couples there, but I wasn't looking at them. I was looking at myself. I was looking at the scenery, and I was having fun, and I was happy. I was really happy just being in a space like that. Well, thanks for watching, and goodbye, and